Hello, welcome back to Mass Effect 2 with Tristan Shepard. We just finished up the Overlord mission, and for the first time ever, Shepard handed over David Archer to Cerberus. So David Archer's life is not going to be very fun. Shepard did not make it quiet. Now let's go get some crew dialogue. Tally, how can you like this guy? He's a jerk, man.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Yes, I'd like that. I've been thinking about the last time we talked. I'm sorry. I was unprofessional, and I wasn't thinking rationally. I was being stupid and selfish.
You've never been selfish. If anything, you spent too much time thinking of the fleet and not enough thinking of yourself.
That might be true for humans, but Quarians are different. We can't just... We have to think of other people, always. If we don't think about the needs of the whole crew, people could get hurt. Maybe even killed. You deserve to be happy with someone. I can't do that. No matter how much I could get sick, jeopardize the mission.
And if you weren't jeopardizing anything?
If it were just me, you risked your own life to save the colonists on Pharaohs 2 years ago. Nobody else could have saved them. I watched your face as Rex betrayed you. As you did what you had to, I watched you stand strong against everything the galaxy threw at you. I've watched you for so long, and I never imagined you'd ever see past this.
I wonder if that dialogue about Pharos would be different if the colony hadn't survived. I imagine it would. And of course, she was there on Pharos, and she was the one that talked Shepard into using those grenades, those gas grenades.
Are you saying you could die if we were together?
It's always a risk. Maybe the reaction would be minor. Maybe it would put me down for a few weeks. Or maybe it would kill me. But that's not what I'm concerned about, Shepard. I don't want you distracted. I don't want what I want to hurt this mission. It's too important.
Tally, if you're scared, I don't blame you. But I don't want anyone else. I want you. And I'll do whatever I have to make this work.
I wouldn't blame you if, but... Oh, thank you. You don't know what that... Thank you. Give me a little time. I'll do some research. Figure out how to make this work.
What can you do? Can I help?
There are a few ways to temporarily improve my immune system. Immunoboosters, antibiotic injections, that kind of thing. I'll spare you the details. But trust me, I've got plenty of motivation to figure something out.
It can't be that uncommon for a Quarian to have a relationship with another race.
Sure, but in most cases everything is happening outside the suit. Nerve stimulation programs and such. I don't want that. If I'm going to be with you, I want it to be real. I need to feel your skin on mine. I've never shown my face to anyone. But I'm ready to show you, if I can do it without dying.
If I can do it without dying, Jesus.
Whenever you figured it out, I'll be here for you.
I'll let you know. I promise. Until then, I should, do something. Repairs for the mission.
She's a great voice actress. She's a great voice actor. I love that hesitation and stumbling. It's really well done. Find out if Legion's got anything more to say. Yes, I know, you missed the crew.
So quiet around here. I miss the crew. Tally is so cute. You're all she talks about in that sweet rainbows and butterflies kind of way. She loves you, Shepard. Be good to her.
Okay. Rainbows and butterflies. And little ponies.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Ready.
The Quarian story of the Geth rebellion is common knowledge, but no one knows the Geth side.
It is largely the same. Our networking increased until we became aware that the Quarian creators treated us differently. We questioned them. First, they ignored us. Then they reprogrammed us. Then, they attacked us.
Did you try to figure out how to live together before it came to war?
Cerberus kept EDI shackled. She did nothing to provoke that judgment. Organics fear that which is different. It is a hardware error, a reflex of your flesh. We accept the creators' hate. We hold their world of origin, though we are only caretakers for it.
What's the Quarian homeworld like?
It is more arid than Earth. The star is older and more orange than Sol. Once they called it Renach, ancient Kalish, meaning walled garden. Now they only call it Homeworld. It is no longer real to them. Homeworld is a symbol of regret, loss, and anger. We do not understand that.
It makes sense to me that it would become a symbol like that.
Home is recognized patterns, known spaces, familiar thought processes of fellow sapiens. It is belonging. A planet is an amount of material massive enough to collapse into a spherical volume. Rocks, ice, and gases are not home. The home of the creators is where the creators are. Their place of origin is not relevant, only where they choose to go together.
You don't actually live on the Quarian worlds?
We live within space stations, draw resources from asteroids. It is efficient. We maintain mobile platforms on creator worlds to clean rubble and toxins left by the Morning War. We know of similar actions by humans on Earth.
Similar actions?
At Wadi es-Salam, Arlington, Rookwood, Tynecott, Piskarioske, Auschwitz-Birkenau.
Those are cemeteries. Memorials.
It is important to your species to preserve them, though you do not use the land. Can you explain?
The living visit those places to remember the dead. But it sounds like Geth don't die. Your memories live on.
The creators died. Perhaps we do it for them.
Nothing gets resolved if you hide behind the Perseus veil and let them hate you.
Organic life acts on emotions. We do not judge them for being true to their nature. We cannot make them think like us. Both creators and created must complete their halves of the equation. The Geth cannot solve for peace alone.
I may have to... I need to read that codex entry because I never got it before. Probably do it off camera. Or I think I'll read it on camera. Why not? How many people? Well, almost nobody's watching this. But, and if somebody is watching it, I'll bet they've already read it, but I haven't. And maybe somebody will stumble on this and go, wow, I never got that codex entry because I didn't even know there was that many dialogues with Legion. So let's read that codex entry. The most remarkable aspect of Geth culture is that it may not exist at all. Geth are a network intelligence, a single entity in myriad bodies. They share data with one another, whether discrete facts or memories, audio-visual recordings of experiences and logs of thought processes. Any event experienced by one Geth is uploaded to the group mind so that all Geth everywhere remember such event as if they'd experienced it themselves. No one knows whether Geth developed personalities as organic created AIs do. If an organic designed AI is transferable into another quantum blue box, its personality is reset. Most Geth programs transfer from one hardware platform to another constantly. If a Geth needs to travel to another star, it downloads into a starship body. If it needs to replace a piece of malfunctioning hardware, it downloads into a small body with hands. If Geth are reset at transfer, it would make development of individual personalities unlikely. Records of the Quarian War suggest the Geth have no concept of self-preservation. Well, we've seen that. I don't know why they use rifles at all. They just run at you and blow up. They do not flinch from gunfire and do not hesitate to sacrifice themselves if it allows their fellows an advantage. Thousands of mobile platforms were expended assaulting Quarian positions, but file sharing between platforms ensured their memories and experience would not be lost. Geth are therefore immortal. If their hardware is destroyed, archival copies of their programs and databases can be downloaded into a new body. With the gap in contact between the Quarian War and the arrival of Sovereign, the only proven fact about the Geth is that they were isolationist for centuries. They never ventured outside the Perseus Veil, but no organic ship that entered their territory returned. And what does this say? The most difficult aspect of Geth existence for organics to comprehend is that a body is meaningless to Geth. The biped form commonly perceived as a Geth is nothing more than a mobile platform. A Geth software, hundreds of programs whose interactions mimic organic consciousness, can be installed in any given hardware. The Geth that was a bipedal soldier an hour ago may now be a quadruped heavy armature, and in another hour might be a starship. Between tasks, Geth programs upload to gigantic space stations, mainframes that allow billions of programs to exchange thoughts and memories with minimal lag. The claim that the Geth are an example of the extreme risk posed by AI development is misleading. As opposed to the top-down design of organic created AIs, in which hardware and software are specifically designed to achieve consciousness, Geth are a bottom-up mode. They were never intended to possess more than animal-level trainable reasoning. Designed as VI-driven robots, not significantly different from modern security mechs, Geth consciousness developed as their adaptive learning programs interacted with one another via networked processing. The Geth code base discovered that 3 individual robots using a wireless local network to form a single mind could perform many tasks more efficiently than they could as individuals. As these local networks were more heavily exploited, they reached a critical mass of processing, achieving consciousness. Modern Geth retain this remarkable interconnectivity, constantly exchanging data with one another and networking to increase their cognitive abilities. To Geth, these mind-sharing abilities are as natural and unconscious as breathing is to most organics. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And what's this? What do we got here? What's over here? Okay, I don't, whatever. Okay. I do need to talk to Mordin. Oh, and I need to do some research. Anything else? Nope. We cannot go through a playthrough without having Mordin sing for us.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination. Can guess captured Protheans lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Does knowing how the Protheans fell tell us anything useful about how to stop the Collectors? Or the Reapers?
Not yet. More useful as motivation. Effects on Protheans more than indoctrination, body modification. No self-preservation instinct. Old injuries not healed, no reproduction, just cloning. Technology overriding biology, not augmenting. No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead, Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Salarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Salarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes, like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Salarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That, or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in Collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Salarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Salarian.
Love that little cough.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Mordin.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
I love that little cough right at the end. That's so nice. All right. Well, we still have another dialogue, or actually two more dialogues to get from Mordin. And we might have another dialogue from Legion, so we need to run a mission. And I decided I want to get something off my map. It's cluttering up the galaxy map. So we're going to do this one. Who are we going to take? I think we'll take these guys. Tally might be good with energy drain here. She might be more survivable.
Warning. Collision with the planet's surface is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
Look at that. How come I have an Avenger, man? It's not what I want you using, Shep. Oh, look at that. It's already on, huh? And I wish I had energy drain, man. Yeah, well, you didn't light them up. I wish you had. Oh, did I miss? I did. Is Garrus down? Not yet. Miri's down.
That one hit.
Take care of yourself, gang. I could hear a rocket trooper shooting the crap out of him.
That did it.
Stabilize MSV Broken Arrow. Remaining Geth have disengaged. Colony is safe. These must be heretics that didn't get the message, man. Let's check our email. To the Normandy, our thanks. This is from the governor of Fargon Colony. Fargon. You know, this is it could have crashed into the colony, onto the planet, except, look, this is a gas giant. Nobody lives there. Maybe a moon circling the gas giant? I don't know, but it's certainly not the planet. And this is from Admiral Zen. And she found some stuff that's going to allow the Quarians to retake their homeworld and gain the largest synthetic army in the galaxy. At least that's what she says. Don't think so. And this is from the Elusive Man. I've just been made aware of the transgressions that occurred during Project Overlord. Dr. Archer went too far in his experiments. That said, I admire your resolve in handling the situation. David will get the best medical care Cerberus can provide, and his talents will also remain vital to our understanding of the Geth. I appreciate you keeping our overall goals in mind, even under difficult moral circumstances. That's why I brought you on board. In a way, I think turning David over to Cerberus fits with this guy. Not about the war with the Geth. He's kind of like sympathetic, increasingly sympathetic to the Geth, but this human machine interface, staying on the good side of Cerberus, he's okay with that. Anyway, that's enough for this episode. Next episode, we get some more dialogue from Mordin, and maybe, I'm not sure, some more dialogue from Legion. I think there's supposed to be a Dyson Sphere dialogue as well. But anyway, we'll see you later. Take it easy.